Hi there everybody, my name is Kate and welcome to my channel, Trinergy Awakens Naturally. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I just woke up and was so inspired because Colorado Springs is under about 8 inches of snow currently, and it's May of 2022. So it's quite an anomaly in nature that we're getting kind of a snowmageddon, and I'm sure that places north of me have gotten pounded much more than I have. I'm new to the areas, just only a few months, and so this is quite strange to see the weather anomalies to go from severe fire threat to drop in temperature of 50-degree swing, and here we are with about 7 or 8 inches of snow on the ground, and it's still coming down. So what I'm going to do is just give you the setup for what's going on, and then I'm going to take some more video and you'll see that as well. What I've been working with during this time, it's spring, right? And so I started putting bird food out on my patio, my little balcony. It's a tiny little balcony, and I started putting bird food out there to, you know, get whatever indigenous birds would want to come and eat. And for the longest time it just sat out there, and my cats go out there, and I thought, well, I guess that must be that they don't like the smell of the cats or something. But you know, I listened to my instinct, and my instinct said, hey, they just have to roll. You know, the cats are going to want to go out there, the birds are going to need to come and eat, they're going to need to just cooperatively do that, and they're not likely to do it at the same time, and they don't. However, I have noticed the shift as the birds have arrived. The cats will actually come inside and allow the birds to come and eat, and they sit on the inside and the door's open. You know, I'm one of those freaky people that I'll pay a little extra on my electric bill just to have my door cracked enough to let my cats in and out, even if it runs the heat a little bit extra, or the air conditioning. I'm okay with that because I want them to be able to go outside and experience, you know, natural lighting, natural air, you know, natural conditions that aren't inside the house, and they're not going to be let loose to go run around. So anyhow, it's just a beautiful little thing to watch them as they're parked, you know, watching the birds, and they get all that, you know, kind of cat-like stuff of, I really want to go and hunt, and they just know that, that's not allowed. You're not going to be able to do that. I don't care how, you know, Mother Nature normally works. You eat here and they eat there, and you don't eat each other. This is not a piranha experience. Sorry, we're not cannibalizing the bird population. You know, I'm not gonna let that happen. So it's been real fun to watch that. And well, I walk every day, you know, that's part of what I do. And so the other day, whenever I started to go outside and down the stairwell, something caught my eye. Spirit said, hey, turn around and look at that, because something caught my eye. And I turned around, and down in a little nook that can barely be seen, she was very smart, is a little teeny tiny nest. And when I looked in there the other day, I could swear I saw 2 or 3 eggs. Now, I don't know, I'm gonna look it up so that I can put it in the video and attach it, that I don't know if birds are able to move their eggs, you know, if they feel threatened. I'm not sure, but I could swear the first time a few days ago that I looked in there that it appeared that there were 2 or 3 eggs, and I was so kind of shocked and excited about finding it that, and I'm pretty sure that what I was catching in the corner of my eye was Mom as she was leaving to go, whoa, you know, this is weird, danger. I'm not sure why she would bug out at that moment and leave her eggs behind. I don't know. But anyhow, when I looked in there, I thought that's what I saw, and I just wanted to let her be able to come back and, you know, not scare her any further. And I went on about my way and went to my walk. And when I came back up the steps, I remembered it, and I looked at it, you know, just kind of peeked at it. I didn't get too close because I would like to be respectful of, oh, you know, I don't want to mess up your house, you know, please don't mess up mine, I won't mess up yours. It's a cooperative thing. And there were no eggs in it. And so I got kind of confused and like, okay, we've been spotted, you know, move the eggs. And like I said, I don't know if that's even possible. I will find out because I'm curious. I did find out that it is possible they can freeze, and that was what got me going. The eggs can freeze. That's what got me going in the direction to do this video. Long-winded intro or not. Thanks for your patience. That when I looked down in there, I was like, oh shoot, those eggs, if there were eggs in there, you know, maybe I was mistaken, maybe whatever. I mean, it was just whatever. They're not there now. There's no eggs in there now. And so I thought, I wonder if they freeze because we're gonna get all this snow. And so I looked that up, and yes, it is possible for bird eggs that haven't hatched yet to freeze. It is possible. However, what I read was that they can endure some pretty cold weather, some freezing weather, because they're built for that. You know, birds have a lot of insulation, and so they'll sit on their eggs and make them very, very insulated as much as possible, and the eggs themselves have some insulation. So I thought, wow, I wonder if there's something I could do that's not codependent and meshed and messing with Mother Nature in a weird way, that, you know, let me save these eggs that aren't even in the nest. I'm not in the basket, don't count your eggs. They weren't even there. But I felt certain these chubby little birds that I see, sometimes I see little fat ones, you know, and I think, okay, they've got eggs they're gonna drop. You know, I don't really know the whole bird cycle thing, but that seems reasonable. They look a little chubbier than others and they're females, so I'm gonna assume, how can I help that along, especially now that it's wintry type weather and they've already, you know, gotten the process going, and they don't want to lose their babies to a cold snap. You know, how can I assist this? Can I? Or do I just need to turn around and, you know, worry about something else not related to that at all? And so I came inside. I was like, all right, Spirit, what can I do? And I went over to my long hair, she's a Turkish Angora, I think. She looks a lot like Duchess from Aristocats. She's white, long-haired beauty, albino baby. She's wonderful, Lasagna Kitty, and she's very loving. I call her Mommy Kitty because she mommies a lot. She's very mommying. Both, you know, very loving and kind, and also very sharp, and don't do that. You know, she keeps the rest of the household in line. But I went to her and I was just petting her, and a whole big thing of her fur came out. So I took that clump, you know, I kept brushing her until I got a nice little bundle of her white fur, and I took it and I just put it near the nest. I just tucked the tuft, and I put it near the nest, and I thought, you know, if it keeps her warm, maybe it'll keep your babies warm, and I know that birds will, you know, pick up different things to build their nest. So I thought, well, all right, you know, I'll throw it out there and just see. And this morning when I came out, I went out there to look and see, and there's one egg in there. I took a picture, and Mama flew away, of course, and I don't like to interact too much or bother that, but I noticed that the cat hair was gone. So I came back inside, and I put some bird seed outside the nest, away from the doo-doo, you know, put it in there, and then came inside and got some more hair and put it out there, and I'm gonna go out there in a minute and take video of it and see what she's done. But to me, that's the cooperation of the instinct of my cat is to eat that bird and her babies, you know. She'll probably wait until the eggs are, you know, the chicks are out of the eggs, but she would eat them if she had the chance to do that. And yet, because the standard is set of, you're not going to go out there on that porch and create havoc, and you're also not going to prevent them from coming and having breakfast. You have breakfast inside, you have the privilege of coming outside, and you're going to lose that privilege if you show your behind and become aggressive to other guests at the buffet. You know, you have your own, you don't have to do that, and your wild instinct has to be kind of played down, and we'll have to go another direction with that 808, because I'm not going to allow that kind of carnage to happen at my house. That's not the natural order that I want to live with. So we're going to have to jockey the natural order just a little bit, not manipulate instinct, not manipulate it, just redirect it. And so when she's feeling super duper, you know, territorial and all of that, I close the door, because I'm not going to help you make a bad decision. If you're on that edge, I'm going to help you, because I'm the one that's kind of in charge of this operation. I'll be the team leader on that one. And sometimes she was exacting a little bit of justice this morning, and sometimes I have to know and listen very carefully to Spirit say, yeah, turn around, walk away, and let her just continue doing what she's doing. Evan Root had a time for a while. He was very aggressive. He was overly hostile. He tried to overtake her. He tried to mount her a few times, and she didn't appreciate that, not even one little bit. And at the time, I didn't understand, why is she not doing anything? And I would go and separate them, and, you know, because I'm not going to just watch that happen. I don't care about, you know, animal kingdom in that respect, that I'm not going to watch, you know, just overbearing garbage behavior that's influenced by, you know, other factors besides their natural, normal animal instinct. They can be affected by my mood, the mood of the people around me that, you know, might be weirding out, you know, that kind of stuff. Then no, somebody has to be in charge of that playground. And so, you know, it was a little weird that I just knew, you need to turn around and walk away this morning and let her just do what she's doing, because Evinrude needed a minute, and I don't have to know the whole back history of it. I don't have to get involved unless I know I need to get involved. And I know that by listening very carefully to my instincts. Say, hey, gather up some hair, go put it out there, let her tear his hiney up, and just watch it, monitor it, and sometimes turn around, walk away, leave the room entirely, and then other times monitor. This morning was just turn around, walk away for a minute, and then come back and observe that from a distance where neither one of them knows that I'm watching, and it resolved because the expectation was that she's doing what she needs to do to balance some equations. She was doing her Mercury retrograde Mayat session. She was playing the remember when kind of thing. Is what I got was, we're going to need to talk about that and reestablish some boundaries, because he's gotten a little bit familiar, I guess. He's crossed over her boundary somewhere, and she had to reestablish it that no, that's not how that works. I know you got away with that in the past whenever I wasn't really in a position to do much, and I'm totally up to speed now, and no, absolutely not. So it's been interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna close it down and just take some video of that nest and see if they've taken away Ms. Anya Kitty's tufts of hair, what they've done with them. It looked to me like in the picture that I've already taken the still shot that she had taken that little tuft of hair and put it at the bottom of the nest, because I just took it and dropped it. I didn't want to put a whole lot of human scent on it. It already has cat scent, so I don't know about that stuff. I just know that whenever I listen to Spirit and Spirit tells me to do something and it's helpful, then I'm going to go with that rather than the textbook answer that may or may not be the most complete. Now, I am going to look up real quick and see, is it possible for them to move eggs? And maybe I really did see 3 eggs the other day. I don't know. I know at least I saw 1 this morning, and I'm going to fight like a wild animal to help save that mother's egg if I can, and her. Not because I'm codependent and I can't stand to see life leave. When it's time for life to transform and pass over and go on, then that's when it's time. However, this mother bird laid a brand new egg, at least 1, and that's not the time to say goodbye. I don't think. I don't get that sense that it's the time to say goodbye just because of surrounding conditions. What can I do to support this mother as she's birthing new life? All right, on that, thank you very much for your time. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye, friends. I'm gonna guess that's maybe, okay, yeah, we got a little action here. I guess that's Mom, perhaps. Let's just take a real quick peek. What we got going on here? There's that egg. And, sorry, gonna put a little tuft, another little tuft of hair in there. And if we see, she's taken Miss Anya's hair and put it in the nest. And there's another little bit that we just donated. And there's some food. So we'll have to wait and see. So I looked it up, and flying birds generally do not have the ability to move their eggs from the nest. Other more predatory birds that are able to carry those can steal the eggs. However, these are finches and wrens, I believe, that they don't have the strength or the ability to carry their eggs. So if there were 3 eggs in there, something else got them, or I just didn't see what I thought I saw. I can't confirm it. I can confirm there's 1 in there today, and that the hair's been kind of taken in, and she's using it to help soften her nest up a little, or insulate it, or whatever it is that she's doing. She's using it, what Ms. Anya has donated. So the non-flying birds, the land birds more, they can roll their eggs. They can, do all kinds of little things to help move the eggs around. However, there's no way, I guess, for these little, makes sense. I mean, even though the egg is that big, the bird's only that big. And, excuse me, I came back inside, and what do you know? The kids are on the bed here, and the door's open, and the birds were here. I don't know if the birds were there or not when I just turned it around, but the door's open and they can come and go, and the birds are coming in and eating, and they're watching, or they're not watching. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Everybody's meeting their needs. There's no more predatory smackdown. The MMA is over, and the birds, there we go. There's one. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so that's how we're doing our Saturday morning today. Is we're doing snow, and we're doing beautiful reminder that cooperation is possible, even cross species. We don't have to, cannibalize one another. There's a softer, gentler, kinder way to do things, and there's also a moment when you need to come inside, kick some hiney, and establish a new order of things. So it's finding that balance in between. So thank you very much for your time. I do hope that you're well, that you enjoy your day, whatever part of the day you're in, and that you find your divine, because you're divine. It's totally fine. Sometimes it needs a little help, to stay in line. However, it's totally fine. So thank you very much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.